Oh no.
Yeah, it was.
You're the one that spilled the crackers.
What was crackers there? Crackers.
Don't want to find anything.
I was waiting until we were playing.
Right.
But it's streaming?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, hello. I didn't know we were streaming. Which. Yeah, get that, Sue.
It stinks to high heaven, and the reason for it does not need analysis.
Garbage.
Some of the soldiers have been using that hole in the floor as a rubbish bin. They could at least have let a couple of gold rings drop into it.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
That bright light could be from a floodlight, according to which I must be under the railway station now.
The banana? Can't see. I see you. Ah! What you doing? Door.
A heavy-duty safety door. I assume that this pipe is for wastewater from the station.
Get that pipe.
The door is open a bit, but it seems to have wedged itself against something.
Is it a body?
Yeah. Oh.
A box of matches from the nightclub lady. A few are still in it.
Good thing your cigarette's already lit.
An ordinary cigarette.
Now we have a lit cigarette.
But it was already lit.
No, it wasn't.
A cigarette smoking peacefully away, and it stinks.
Oh. No.
She's stuck.
Duck.
Can't get back out.
No, she could go up this way.
Oh.
No. Oh, wait.
It stinks to high.
This.
Done it. It's open. This one's been sprayed red. Is that of any importance? There is no opening for a key or anything like that. Not visible anyway.
Okay, stand on it. Oh, that's back in the passage.
I don't know what's in there. It looks a bit like toxic waste.
Oh, good.
There is nothing swimming around in there apart from a few objects I'd rather not describe.
You?
Valve?
Yeah.
Wheel.
A valve. One can open and close the pipe with that.
But-
Why should I? Until I get an answer to this question, I'm not touching it.
Well, why are you even down here? If that's your attitude.
Save. Endless ascent.
Either the latter is in an awful condition, or surprise visitors out of the sewage system are unwanted visitors. No, I can't get up there that way.
Why? I have a lit cigarette and a pebble and a couple of matches
Pencil.
and a pencil. Can you go out in the hole in the ceiling?
That bright light could be from a floodlight.
Why did we knock out the light in the first place?
So we can get the newspaper.
You gonna stop us? No.
According to Sergei's theory, I should be able to get in there without any problems. What now? Hello, Yushin. Has anything special happened?
No. Everything's quiet.
You want a cigarette? No. They want a cigarette. Who wants a cigarette? I blitz you. Got any ideas? That you
I assume that this pipe is for wastewater from the station. That bright light could be from a floodlight, according to which I must be under the railway station now. I don't know what's in there. It looked This one's been sprayed red. Is that of any importance?
Use your keys to buy anything.
Either the No. All of the rungs are missing. No one is supposed to get up there.
Rungs.
Needle runs.
An advertisement for the Gartuzo Corporation. Outrageously if not, by now they...
What about that
I
barrier?
still haven't found anything...
Yoink.
Oh, there we go.
The iron bars are too long and would probably get wedged in the shaft, so I can't use them as rungs for the ladder. Red and white boundary tape. Long iron bars.
Gotta get up to that other hole.
You lay anything else on fire? Make a bigger slingshot.
Even with wheels, that rust bucket is... I assume that this pipe is for wastewater from the station. That bright light could... Some of the soldiers have been using that whole...
No worries. Turn it off.
Why should I?
Can you use the pebble on the computer? There's no reason for it.
Unless it clogs them.
I knew there was something really stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel bad using a hint system when the game gives you no hints.
Yeah.
You look unbelievably strong. Are you really powerful as you look, or is it more fat than muscle?
Well, I do work out a little. After all, I want to make sure my body is still easy on the eyes in 10 years.
Of course, optically, it is really very impressive. Problem with most bodybuilders is that they can pump huge weights and then not manage to open a jam jar.
Hey, wait. Show me the jam jar first.
Oh, have I insulted somebody's honor? I don't have a jam jar with me, but I do have these iron bars.
Give it to
This
me.
is silly.
That's one of my easiest exercises.
Now they're useless.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm really impressed.
Thanks. We're gonna go do something now.
Yushin has done some great work on this.
So ridiculous. Oh, now they're not too long, but they're utterly useless because, well, they wouldn't have held your weight anyway.
If I stand on the very edge of the rungs, they should hold my weight.
You do.
So now I'm inside. Now the only question is where my father could be, and how I can look around without being caught by a soldier.
No smoking.
Hmm.
I have never seen a woman pee in a urinal trough. And no way am I going to be the first. And this holy place is where a man can still be a man and pee, standing up.
Okay. Ah!
Hello? Are you all right in there?
What? Yeah. You always do that?
What?
You know, peep on strangers in the bathroom.
I'm not peeping.
What then?
You were making some really strange noises. I just wanted to see if everything was all right. It sounded somehow sick.
Are you from the FSB?
Is that how I look?
No idea. I can't see you.
Well, no, I'm not. Why does everyone here ask me if I'm from the FSB?
Well, they're running around all over here, and I don't want any trouble.
Who does? Why? Do you have anything to fear?
I will if the train's supposed to leave, but doesn't. You see, I dropped the key in the toilet.
Unpleasant. I wish you successful fishing.
Very funny. My problem is also your problem.
How come?
Because I'm the train driver, and it's the key to the train.
Oh, don't you have a spare key?
No, that's why I'm afraid to come out of here. I can't tell anyone that the train can't go anywhere because the train driver lost his own key in the toilet.
No, better
That was
not.
the toilet.
Please don't give me up.
It'd be less confusing if you didn't have pants on.
Yeah.
How long have you been sitting
They
here?
are dirty pants.
About 3 hours.
Isn't that really exhausting?
Yeah, there's a horn you could toot.
Shall we start a choir?
Very funny. Now I just have to make sure I get a handle on my
Why
stomach
does
again.
no one sound
What's
Russian in
coming
this game?
out just isn't normal.
It's true. Sitting on the toilet is like real life. You have to be able to let go. But now
Let it
is
go
really
now.
the time to change the subject. Where exactly is the train going?
You should know that.
Yes. But we got no such exact explanation.
Well, I'm sure I don't know more than you. And if so, there has to be a good reason for it.
Regarding the Secret Service people,
What about them?
what are they doing here?
No idea. I didn't ask, and I hope they won't ask me.
That sounds like a very wise strategy. Who's on board the train?
No idea. I'm just the trainer.
Yeah, you
They
okay?
will tell me what I need to know.
Humid.
And you? Did you sleep during the briefing?
No, it wasn't especially precise. I thought you might know more. I nearly blabbed. I should be more careful. That guy is taking his oath of silence very seriously. Maybe someone else is in more of a mood for a chat. Will you be all right without me?
Sure, I have to.
Cigarette. Jeez.
No smoking.
After my excursion into the sewer, I'd prefer a shower. Washing my hands surely wouldn't be enough.
But at least
A
be
water
something.
faucet for cold water. The one for hot water was removed. No smoking.
Your computer okay?
The alert hasn't come on.
Oh no.
I'm gradually getting a little nervous. I've been running around here in circles for nearly 3 hours and I still couldn't smoke.
Pull yourself together, Romanova. You know that we are completely understaffed. Most of the soldiers are already on the train. I think you'll manage to survive the next few minutes.
Yeah, I know. But I've already chewed off all my nails. It's starting to get critical.
Romanova, you...
Oh,
Romanova.
come on. Just 5 minutes.
Okay, fine. I have to settle a few things, and then I'll take over for you.
Thanks. You're a treasure.
Speaking of treasure, you'll smoke with Yushin at the side entrance. Is that clear? Otherwise, you'll flirt with one of your comrades, and then you'll be gone for ages.
Hey, it's okay. I get along great with Yashin. After all, we both agree that men are better lovers.
Good. I'll be right back, and then you can go on your break.
I'm not so desperate that I'd steal from a Russian toilet cleaner. A small empty plate with a few coins on it. Is there a chance that smoking is forbidden here?
Can you put the cigarette in the coin?
Yes.
Are you out of your mind? I work my ass off for you so that I can set aside 5 minutes and relieve you so you can take your break? And this is the thanks I get?
But
Oh, this will have consequences, I swear to you. You know why there's absolutely no smoking here, but this has consequences. There will definitely be consequences.
Consequence now. Consequences.
Ruining everyone's lives.
Hopefully she won't get into too much trouble.
Consequence.
Except Putin in the background.
No, we can't look.
I think it's broken. Considering the contents, that is not a disadvantage.
'Cause 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 'cause
You make tea in that thing, I think. I'd rather have a vodka.
Okay.
A hunky guy. He's definitely a photo model. I wonder if this lady soldier had something going on with all these men.
Oh dear.
A guy who looks so good is definitely a fan of the wrong soccer team. Oh well, we all have our faults. The way he looks, he surely is no longer available, and married for about 20 years. That doesn't seem to bother the owner of this locker, though. The photo is a bit small, but he looks really cute, and he is in the military, too. Like does attract like. The stocking is still relatively clean. I wouldn't want to wear it anymore, but I didn't really want to before either. A two-way radio. There is a sticker on the back with the number 15 on it. An envelope. There seem to be deployment orders in there. Obviously, throughout the whole train journey, the highest state of alarm has been ordered. They're expecting trouble from some kind of terrorists. That's why it says in the deployment orders that all irregularities must be reported immediately. I'm obviously not the only uninvited participant in this excursion. The guards will be extremely attentive to their duties. That's not good. Not good at all. There is something here about the exceptional treatment of special guests. Does that mean the prisoners? Maybe I'll find my father on the train. I'd better hurry.
Attention, attention. All passengers and assigned guards should please board the train or follow their orders. The train will be leaving in a few minutes.
I should try it on. If it fits, I may not be recognized as a civilian straight away.
Those hunky guys. There we go.
A 5-digit combination lock. I can forget cracking it just by trying random numbers.
We have the time.
Yeah. Guy's obviously not gonna get the key anytime soon. Trash.
There's nothing useful in here.
Sign. Give me a sign.
I think these crossed out cigarettes have some profound meaning. If only I knew what. A 5-digit combination. There seem to be deployment. Obvious. There is a two-way radio. The stocking. Neither of those gorillas in front of the door looks that pleasant. The big question is, are they keeping someone in or keeping someone out? In both cases, it makes getting in there a very tempting and interesting thought. A crane for heavy boxes and probably also military equipment.
Yeah? Okay.
I think someone got a good discount by ordering these signs by the dozen. The room is being monitored by several cameras, and on top of that, the strict no smoking rules. Wonder what...
Yeah.
Hello.
Get out of my face.
Hello.
If you don't get out of here, you could end up like the guy in there. And believe me, you don't want that. So beat it.
Get you anything?
A crane for heavy boxes and probably also military equipment.
2 beers ready. You need anything?
Yeah.
Hi.
He's guarding the train.
I'm on a save, Fury.
Hello.
So, comrade, are you coming with us to Tunguska?
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing what a person will do for a couple extra rubles at the end of the month. I also need the permit.
Damn. I must have left it in the changing rooms, but I don't have to go all the way back there again, do I?
Yes, you do. Sorry, comrade, but I unfortunately can't do anything about it. If it were up to me, I would let you in, even without it. But it's unfortunately not up to me. The FSB guys would bite my head off if they found out.
Oh, come on. Nobody has to find out about it.
No, I'd rather not risk it. I heard Solotov screaming. Poor guy.
Solotov? What about him? Where is he?
In the game room. I think they really put him through the ringer. So hurry up and go get the permit. You still have a few minutes. And while you're at it, try to see if you can find the train driver. We've somehow lost him. I had him paged a few times already, but he simply isn't responding. I would look for him myself, but I can't leave my station. And hurry, we're already running late.
Tell me, do you know why the train is so heavily guarded?
You already know that, don't you? Even if I don't really believe everything.
For example?
For example, that the captive scientists were all spies for the enemy. But whatever, it's not my concern.
What do you suspect?
No idea. I just think it's strange that they're being brought to a research station now. But maybe they aren't supposed to do any research there.
What then? Tell me.
Who knows what they'll do with them there. But let's change the subject, because I'd rather not think about it.
No, neither do I. Is everybody already on board?
Yes, almost. We're still missing a couple guys from the FSB. But otherwise, everyone should be here.
And all the scientists, too?
Of course. They were all brought on board as soon as we started boarding. Weren't you here yet?
No, obviously not. Were there any problems?
No, not really. But some of them were bound so tightly that they didn't have much of a chance to resist.
Oh, yeah? Good thing, too. Have they all been put into one compartment?
I don't think so, but I don't exactly know for sure. What do you care? You're only responsible for your section, and not for the entire group?
Yes, I'm really happy about that. If they so much as touch Daddy, hopefully I'll get into the right compartment. And if I don't, how do I find out where Daddy is? And how do I get there? Well, I'll have to think about that as soon as I get on board. Do you know what the agents are doing here?
Working, I suppose?
No. Really?
We're all just doing our job here, and most of them are also really nice. They're people just like you and me.
I suppose you're right. I think I can save myself the question about the FSB people. No one dares to say a word that is in any way interesting. Isn't the train driver here yet?
No.
Maybe you should have him paged again.
Okay, but I don't think it'll do much good. 17 calling 48. Come in, please.
48 here. What do you need?
Could you page our friend, the train driver, again? He still isn't here yet.
Again?
Yeah, I know. I can't do anything about it either.
Okay.
Would the train driver please get his fat ass to his workstation and pronto?
Let's hope that it works.
Then I'll begin the search.
Good luck.
They are taking tanks along on a research trip? Just what did I get involved in here?
Anything else here?
A crane for heavy boxes and
It's here right there. I have to get that ticket. Manum, num, num. $17.48.
A 5-digit combination. 1,
Oh no.
5, 1, 4, 3. And will the lock open now? Nope. That.
Go back to the bathroom. Hmm. Come on, you. Go.
How is your stomach?
You hear it.
Yes, I can. And I can smell it, too. Did you manage to get your key back again?
No. I'm afraid it's swimming somewhere in the sewer system by now.
And no key, no journey, right?
Without that key, we're all stuck here.
If I get the dying urge to try new perfume again, I'll have a look down there. Will you be all right without me?
Sure, I have to.
In the sewer system, hey. Great.
Why should I? Until I...
The key, damn it. Need the key.
There is a small key in it. A sieve at the other end of the pipe is stopping it getting washed away. The sieve is probably there to stop rubbish getting into the pipe system. If I open the valve, the wastewater should flow through the pipe, if there were any water to flow. And as long as none flows, I don't have to turn this wheel unnecessarily.
Thanks.
After my excursion into the sewer, I'd prefer a
I gotta use water to flush down the key, right?
If I open the valve, the wastewater should flow through the pipe, if there were any water to flow. And as long as none flows, I don't have to turn this wheel unnecessarily.
So I need water to flow down, right? No. Why? Turn on the
After
faucet,
my
damn it.
excursion into...
Turn on faucet. Do I need to get you to flush? That's what I need you to do.
How is your stomach?
You hear it.
Yes, I... Did you manage...
No.
And no...
Without that...
If I get the dying urge to try... Will you be...
Sure.
How do I get the water to flow if she's not going to turn on the thing? On the faucet.
After my excursion...
Do we have any kind of bucket on? No.
No hints?
I have never seen a woman, and this holy place. I'd rather have a vodka. You make tea in that.
Am I missing anything?
I think these cross. There's nothing useful in here.
Look in the lockers again, I guess. I don't know.
A guy who
Pictures
looks
of guys.
The photo. A two-way radio. The stocking is still relevant.
Oh, can I use this? Guess I could use the stocking, but
For the radio?
the stocking. Go back in here. You trying to mix colors? Is it working?
Nope.
Why do we need to do this? There's already a mesh thing, isn't there? We gotta get the guy to flush the toilet. Flush the toilet.
How is your stomach?
You here?
Yes. Did you manage to?
No.
And no key.
Without that.
If I get the dye, will you be all?
Not.
Sure.
After my excursion into the soup.
Always something small that prevents you from doing anything.
Yep. One of those geese.
Yeah. Hey. On the pipe. There. Use this on stocking.
Now all the stocking has to do is to withstand the mass of water. Now all the stocking.
Coloring them. Yeah. Boo boo. Flush the toilet, you.
How is your?
You here?
Yes. Did you manage to?
No.
And no.
Without.
If I get.
Guess
Will you
not.
be all right with?
Sure.
Excuse me. Turn on the
After
faucet.
my excursion into.
I supposed to do that? Seriously? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Moose.
Yeah. That thought-provoking.
But it's so silly.
I'd better get changed again. The guard on the side and
When did this happen? When is this here? When could we take it?
What?
A hose. There's just a hose sitting there.
Couldn't touch it before.
Oh, my uniform's gone. Need to get changed again.
I better put the uniform on again.
There you go. This is so convoluted. Just get the guy to flush the freaking toilet.
Water, flow.
There's no flushing mechanism on the toilet, it just drops down.
Hopefully the
in
stocking
the
is of a
urinal.
known brand.
Oh.
Otherwise, the whole effort will have been for nothing. So, that should do the trick.
Catch that poopy thing.
The key is wriggling in the net. The rest inside, I'll just try to ignore.
Give it to him like that.
Here, I have your key. There are also several other things inside the stocking. You'll have to get the key out yourself, though.
You're a dear. No, really. You really saved my ass. Give me another 2 minutes, then I'm finished here and we can finally go.
And my reward?
Reward? You saved my ass. Isn't the feeling of having done something good enough for you?
Yes, yes, of course. Do you still need more time?
No, I'm almost finished. Then we can leave.
Permit though. I also need a plug-in.
Oh.
Push. Get in. We need to figure out what's in here.
5-digit combination lock. Hello.
If you don't get out of here, you could end up like the guy in there.
What's going on?
He's guarding the train. Hi.
Hello. Don't forget, I still need your permit.
numbers?
Isn't the
Yes.
train driver here yet?
No.
Maybe you should have him paged again.
Okay. But I don't think it'll do much good. 17 calling 48. Come in, please.
48 here. What do you need?
Could you page our friend, the train driver, again?
Again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope that it worked.
Then I'll begin the...
Good luck.
They both look as if they are...
What'd you do?
Soggy.
Ah! Yeah. Boom, boom. We got the thunders going on. There's so much work to do. What you doing, Amos?
Coloring.
Got the red or the orange?
Yes, it's orange. Big beanie.
Hey, hello!
Hi.
Can I ask you something else?
Sure, anytime. I'm bored anyway.
The two men that you came here with,
Psst, we should only talk about them behind closed doors. Or better yet, not at all.
oh, they are from the Secret Service. FSB, aren't they?
Can you keep a secret?
Yeah, sure.
Good. So can I.
Okay, I understand. But you could at least tell me their names, couldn't you?
If you'll leave me alone about it after I do.
I promise.
Good. Fitizov and Radenkov.
And who is who?
I kept my promise. Now stop asking me questions. Just because you don't care about your health doesn't mean that I don't care about mine.
Thanks a lot for the...
My pleasure.
Is that good color? You need that blue? Back in the sewer.
What you doing?
I had to do some snooping. No one knows who these guys are except for that other guy. Does she have orange sandals?
They both look as if they are very unpleasant characters. Hello.
If you don't get out of here, you...
You?
Hello.
Get out of my face.
If I'm going to try my luck as radio operator, then not everybody has to know.
Here we go.
Okay, action. This is number 15. Calling number 48. Come in, please.
Central here, what is it?
Headquarters. Please page both agents Fedosov and Radenkov. They should report immediately to the guard on duty in the freight compartment at the rear end of the train.
Okay.
Next time, I should think beforehand about what to say. It seems it worked out anyway.
Aha.
Solitow. The poor guy looks really badly beaten up. He's still breathing, but several bones appear to be broken. Also, bad burning on his torso. It looks like he has been tortured with electric shocks. He's got nothing on him, but maybe I can use his dog tags. I can only hope that he survives these.
Not gonna help him?
Is that Solitow's blood? He doesn't seem to have any open wounds, but the blood is still fresh.
Blood.
And nutritious.
Yeah. Syringe.
Crushed syringes. I don't know what. Smoking allowed? So there's one rule for the ladies and gents of the Secret Service and another. Is that Solitow's blood? He doesn't seem to have any open wounds, but the blood is still fresh. Hopefully they'll get the poor guy to a hospital on that one.
There's a camera. Gotta watch out. Battery.
A car battery. The connected cables make me think that Solitow has had a few electric shocks delivered to him. Smoking allowed?
Some clean water.
Yeah. It? Either the dog tags?
Those are Solitow's dog tags. Rank
There we go.
Private First Class. Service number 31545.
31545. Let's go. Three. One.
5-digit combination. 3
One.
1 5 4 5. And will the lock open now? Hey, easy when you know the right combination. There's something in it, an entry card. That must be the one that I should have got from Solitow. My new name is already on it, Nina Perkova.
Go. And we're all done here.
Well then, up you go, and welcome aboard the MS Boredom, on its way to the end of the world.
Damn, the train is leaving. What am I going to do now? I still haven't found any clues telling whether my father is on board or not. On the other hand, if I don't continue the search, I'll never find out. And I don't have any real alternative either, do I? Let's hope that will turn out right.
Training. Shorts. Get those eyes.
Have you found him?
Not yet, but we're following some concrete clues.
Concrete.
That is unsatisfactory. We are running out of time. The project must begin as planned.
A few problems have surfaced in the little Kalenkov.
Don't bore me with details. You don't mean to tell me that you can't handle a couple of amateurs, do you?
No, I...
Good. Then you know what you have to do.
Moscow. Brum, 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 brum. Where are we going? It's a straight line. There's no way the train would do that.
He talked himself to sleep, a talent that too few people have. Just in time, too. That senseless twaddle was driving me around the bend. People who tell you all about their digestive problems are not the most pleasant folk to share a conversation with. But when they also start to tell you about the effects of the recently enjoyed castor oil, now I can have a little look around in peace. When he's asleep, he looks really peaceful. I'd better not wake him. He told me he sat in prison for 15 years for manslaughter because some idiot woke him for something quite trivial. I don't know if it's true, but I am not going to test it. They are secured with snap locks. It wouldn't be a good idea for me to start anything with a whole army. 2 machine guns. The landscape around here all looks so miserable and dreary. It's difficult to say where we are. It seems to be a strategic map of the Tunguska region. The arrows look like the movement of troops, but I might also be wrong.
Light switch. Oh no! No!
What'd you do?
Turn it off! Yay! Yay! The Good Simpsons? Watercolors? Oh.
That soldier's bag of medication. If I think about his description of the effects of castor oil, it makes me feel a little more than just queasy. I can't reach it without waking the guy. An open bottle of orange juice.
Take it.
Dried something. It could have been fruit once.
Take all the things. You deserve it. What happens if we do this?
I should put the light bulb back into the lamp first. Quite a bright idea, really. I don't want to wash my hands at the moment. A water tap.
Take this honey. No, it's okay. You need anything? Want me to hand me? I got honey and eggs. This is what I got. All this food going to waste. Eggs.
I always thought you couldn't tell if an egg was fresh or not just by looking at it. I have just changed my mind.
What?
A large pot.
Yes. To make some sort of concoction. Orange juice and eggs and honey and dried fruit.
A large pot. It's big and I don't need it, so I'll leave it here. In you go.
You?
I'm sure that will be delicious. Or not delicious. Doesn't matter what else I throw in, it's not going to get any better. It's big and I don't need it, so I'll leave it here.
I have jam now? Yeah, I made jam, I guess. It's a pot with honey and orange juice and dried fruit.
A 3-month-old duty rota.
Duty rota.
The catering list for the week. Today is potato soup. Delicious.
It. Well then, see what else we can hear.
Oh, there are the first scientists already. Maybe I can get some information here. However, I should not ask too directly about my father, so that no one becomes suspicious. Scientific assistant. That was an insult at university, but he really looks quite nice. Hello. May I interrupt for a moment?
Psst. Not so loud. Dr. Lesniak is working and is really concentrating. We really shouldn't disturb him. Plus, he's in a pretty bad mood.
What happened? Why is the doctor in such a bad mood?
He's under a lot of stress. We are working on a test series, and Professor Sidorkin wants results as quickly as possible.
I understand. And this Professor Sidorkin gets very angry if he doesn't get results quick enough?
Well, he's okay. But Dr. Lesniak is unbelievably ambitious and naturally tries to finish as soon as possible. And when the doctor is stressed out and doesn't have bread and jam, he can become quite unpleasant.
Bread and jam?
Yes, it sounds strange, I know. But he apparently needs it to reduce his stress. Other people beat the heck out of a sandbag. He eats bread and jam.
Well, we all have our own ways and means to deal with difficult situations. And if he gets bread and jam, he gets a bit more sociable?
Yes, it helps. Unfortunately,
Jam,
he accidentally dropped his glass jar on the train platform. And there's no jam here on the train. I've looked everywhere.
I'll be on my way then.
Yeah.
If I find any jam, I'll let you know.
That would be great. Working with him when he is in such a bad mood is really not a pleasure.
There are chemical formulae written on it. If I had paid a lot more attention at school, I still wouldn't understand them.
Incinerator.
I have no idea what one can do with that thing.
Use your imagination.
That scientist looks like he is in an extremely bad mood. One of the samples that gets analyzed here. That reminds me of my chemistry lessons. Not a pleasant memory. As long as the scientists are in the room. White bread. It's so fresh and soft that it almost falls apart just by looking at it. Surely I can take one slice. It's big and Well, what do you know? I should really take part in a cooking competition.
Oh dear. Not a thing with scientists. They're like, oh, I need.
I've got something here for you. Perhaps it will help improve your mood.
This is for me?
Yes, you do like bread and jam, don't you? I made it myself, just for you.
Thank you very, very much. Very interesting. You said you made it yourself. Yes, very interesting and very delicious. Thank you. I really needed it. I'm feeling much better already.
Yeah, I'm very happy that you enjoyed it. Has it helped your mood a little?
Yes. I owe you one. If I can ever return the favor.
Then I'll get back to you. Maybe sooner than you think.
Anytime.
Dr. Lesniak, in an extremely good mood.
Yeah, that's fair.
Phew, that was close. I have only just saved humanity from the terrible Dr. Jekyll.
Oh, thank you very much. Working with him is now so much more relaxed. I owe you one. So if you have any questions, I unfortunately can't tell you everything. I hope you understand that.
Of course. I'm happy that I can see your work at all. A soldier who interests herself for science, that's not a daily occurrence, is it?
No, and certainly not someone as pretty as you.
Oh, thank you. What you're doing here looks incredibly complicated.
Really? It's actually quite simple. These plant samples were exposed to radiation that is very similar to the radiation in the Tunguska region. At first the doses were kept rather low, and were then released. I exposed the samples in that device over there to a flame with a and see what remains from the plant.
You burn plants?
Yes, you could say that. Determine which dosage of radiation no longer leads to the complete deterioration of the...
Wow, I even understand.
Well, explanation.
Wonderful. Once abilities, the whole... Exactly will you be doing at our destination?
You mean in the research?
There. Scientific also seem to be easy to question on an internet. So, to do with the two out of him. What exactly?
Unfortunately, that. Otherwise, the secret.
So, tell me more. Yes, I understand. But perhaps you can tell me something which isn't quite so secret. Unfortunately, literally is fascinating, isn't it?
About what Dr. Lesniak and I are supposed to be doing there.
Sure.
A long time ago, and now we influence this that would solve the problem of world hunger and...
That really does sound like a huge goal.
Questions? Then I can too.
Oh, yes, of course.
No. It's nothing personal. So, why have so many soldiers been brought into a prohibited zone?
Prohibited zone?
Yes, in the research station and everything. I mean, with the materials and all the people here, you could wage a small war.
Yes, well, I'm not allowed to talk about that. You scientists have your instructions, and unfortunately, we have ours.
Ah, I understand. I willingly tell you everything about our experiments, and I have one little question and get an answer like that.
I'm sorry. I would love to tell you everything I know, but that is very little anyway. It's nothing personal, but what I do know is top secret.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just give the guy a date.
Yeah.
I'll be off then.
Okay, see you later.
Give him a date.
What else are we doing?
We gave them we can talk to the scientists now. They're Red and Jim.
Give him a lap dance.
Yeah. Bonka bonka.
Hello. Are the good mood and the ability to concentrate back in gear?
Yep. I'm doing much better. I know that this obsession with bread and jam doesn't exactly speak well for a reputable scientist. It's just one of my quirks. I simply need it now and then.
Yeah, it's okay. We all have our weaknesses. Yeah. Also, when some have a huge screw loose. What exactly do you do here?
We are studying the regenerative capabilities of certain plants.
Sounds very interesting. How does that work?
The study?
Yes.
We'll both be old and gray by the time I've explained it. Please don't misunderstand me. I don't think you are stupid. But you can't explain it in 5 minutes.
No, that's fine. You're probably right. Would it disturb you very much if I watched you working? I find all of that absolutely fascinating. I also promise not to ask too many stupid questions and not to interrupt.
All right, but don't touch anything. And if you have any questions, I'm sure Alexei will be happy to explain it to you.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
You still talking to him?
Are you the only scientists on board this train?
No, not as far as I know. Apparently there are a few on board, but the compartments are separated from one another, and the doors are being guarded by soldiers. That's too bad. It would have been interesting to discuss research results among yourselves. Well, hopefully we'll have enough time for that later.
You have no idea which of your other colleagues are on the train?
No. The only person who has a complete list of the scientists and scientific researchers is Professor Sidorkin.
I'll have to get my hands on this list. Then I'll know for sure if Dad is on the train or not, and exactly where I can find him. Who is this Sidorkin?
Professor Sidorkin? He is my direct superior and the scientific director of the biologists. You don't know him? He's an absolute genius in his field. There's hardly anyone who knows more than he does in the field of molecular biology.
Oh, that must have passed me by. Do you think I could talk with him for a moment?
He's right next door. But if I were you, I wouldn't bother him right now. He's under a lot of stress and is extremely irritable. And when I say extremely irritable, I mean even more irritable than me when I have to go 2 weeks without bread and jam.
Wow, that bad. Then I'll be careful. Why is he so irritable?
There are a few problems, but I'm not allowed to talk about it. I have to go back to work now. You'll excuse me.
If I promise not to stand in the way and not to ask too many stupid questions, can I have a look around?
Sure, but don't touch anything.
Don't touch it. Maybe not at everything. We've looked at a lot of stuff. I guess so. There might be something in his drawer, but we can't get anything because he's...
One of the samples that gets analyzed here. As long as the scientists are in the room,
Yeah.
Locked.
Yeah?
Excuse the interruption. Can I speak to you for a moment?
As long as Dr. Lesniak doesn't have a successful breakthrough in his experiments, no.
But...
The train can blow up for all I care. I don't want to be disturbed.
It's really...
No!
No! No. Yeah. Still got it. At random pebble.
100-watt bulb. That's a bit of healthy competition for the sun.
Oh. You love bulbs.
Taking all of them.
The door is secured with a huge padlock.
Gotta put that 100 light bulb in there. Wait, come on. Turn on the light.
If I switch on the light, the nice gentleman there may wake up. I'd better be very careful of him.
Which dumbass turned the light on? If I find out, I'll probably get another 15 years in the slammer.
Oh well, he'll definitely calm down soon. At least, I hope he will.
Yeah, pause it. Can't take it.
Take any more of it.
Take his bag.
That soldier's bag of medication.
Drink.
So, I've got the bottle of castor oil. His dirty books and his smelly underwear I will very generously leave where it is.
Guns.
Yeah.
What are you doing with the castor oil?
I honestly makes people sick.
Drink. What people are we trying to make?
The big macho scientist.
Macho scientist. Lexia.
Sorry, may I disturb you again?
It's not a good time at the moment. I have to finish this first.
But I've got all these bulbs.
You got castor oil. You should right-click it.
A very small bottle with a devastating effect. I have no idea.
Take more bread.
Well, I'm sure that owner will be able to spare it.
There, drink with the castor oil. White bread. Probably have to poison the assistant scientist.
White bread. It's so...
Oh, maybe you need jam. Yeah, you have to go put more jam.
Why is this game revolve around sabotaging it?
I don't know. It's secret, that's why. Files.
As long as I don't know what I'm going to do with a further slice of bread and jam, I'm not walking around here with that sticky stuff.
Right. We know what we're gonna do.
I think I can say in all confidence that this will be a devastating success.
Brought up this.
I have just realized that I haven't eaten for ages. I should be careful that I don't inadvertently bite into that.
Do it.
Nom 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 nom. You want that laxative jam?
Eat it.
Not to him.
Another bread and jam just for me. That's almost too much of a good thing.
Thanks you.
Oh, I'm not feeling so well. I must have swallowed the jam and bread a little too quickly. Alexei, please continue working here and tell Sidorkin as soon as you have the right result. I've got to go somewhere and fast. Very fast.
Fox Lake, Russian Gothic. No, you're alone now.
Big time white bread robbery. I can see the headlines now. No, I don't know any fence who will take it off me, and apart from that, the black market prices are at rock bottom. Sorry, may I disturb you again?
It's not a good time.
Bulbs.
One of the samples that gets analyzed here. The assistant's table. That reminds me of my chemistry lessons. One bottle. Empty. 100-watt bulb. Only 20. White bread. It's...
Yeah?
Excuse the interruption. Can I speak to you?
As long as Dr. Lesniak...
But...
The train can blow up.
It's really...
No!
No!
Got a bulb.
Can you go in the... You can't go in the door.
The door is secure.
You can't go in the other door.
Locked. There are chemical
Gotta see where the guy went.
I'm not putting my fingers in there. It's bad for my hairdo.
Train.
I don't want to wash my hands. Not much water goes into the bottle, but it's better than nothing.
Oh. Water.
A little liquid should be enough. It would look a little suspect if everything here were underwater.
Damn, why do the fuses have to choose to blow now? I have to go replace the fuses. Could you watch to make sure no one touches anything?
Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
I'll take very special care that nobody touches a thing in here, apart from my good self. I don't know anything about those.
What did you take from the drawer? There a drawer there?
Desk.
I don't know any... I'll take the sample out of the glass.
Good.
I'll take the sample out of the glass.
Good.
What am I going to do with it? I'll just put one inside the other. I can't think of anything else spontaneously.
Genius.
Okay.
Oh.
Where's she going?
Hiding. Clearly no one has touched any.
Clearly. What's he doing?
Incinerating.
So hopefully the fuse doesn't blow on me again right away. And in the meantime, I really doubt if I will ever get any surprising results here. What? That can't be! Really? The sample didn't burn up completely? You can see that with the naked eye! I don't even need to do an analysis! I have to tell Dr. Lesniak! And maybe even Professor Sidorkin! This could actually be the big breakthrough! And I had almost stopped believing it would ever happen!
And you are absolutely sure that all the test conditions were controlled and complied with?
I always took random samples and rechecked everything. And I would put my hand into the fire to confirm Alexei's competence. I've worked with him for many years now.
So you performed the experiments. Did you notice anything different?
What kind of difference?
We have to check everything exactly. But if we register it as a sensation, and we've made a mistake, then the most we'll get afterward is a job in a natural history museum. So go through everything again slowly. We should look at the analysis together.
I only hope that we didn't miss anything. If the result is really correct, we'll go down in history.
The gentlemen are certainly very enthusiastic about their discovery. I should use this chance to have a look around Sidorkin's office. There won't be much time until this Sidorkin comes back. I'll have a look around his desk first. Maybe I'll find the passenger list at least. The documents are entitled Security Risks and Acute Threats to the Tunguska Project. I'll have a look at that, please. If I understand this correctly, in the last few years, documents were partly destroyed, But the culprits also do not seem to shy away from bomb attacks and arson either. Eyewitnesses report seeing men in black robes. It has not been possible for the authorities to capture any of the perpetrators. Then the Secret Service FSB was entrusted with this matter, but has not been able to produce any solid results in their investigations. The assumption that this is the work of political terrorists could not be confirmed. That the attacks are being carried out by a religiously motivated sect is also being considered. I wonder if they are the same men in black robes that Eddie apparently saw and was babbling about. If all that's true, then Daddy has got bigger problems than I feared.
No, Daddy.
No, Daddy. No, Daddy.
The drawer is secured with a very simple, but unfortunately, a very effective lock. It's huge. That's not normal. That must be genetically engineered.
Who's huge?
The piece of paper reads, "Place all documents in the safe each time you leave the room. Signed, W.I.L." If this safe has the employee list in it, then I should have a better look round here. Maybe I can find out exactly what is going on in Tunguska and what Daddy's got to do with it. Some kind of scientific report about molecular biology. It's nearly all formulae, and those few words are just as incomprehensible. Tunguska Project. Error analysis is written on these files. 2000 to 2003 at the top, and at the bottom it begins with 2004. There's not very much.
I thought so. The little toad is a snoop. I noticed you in Moscow at the train station, and not in a good way. Toads remain toads, even when they are wearing clothes. But don't worry, we're going to take care of you now.
Uh-oh. Did we just lose?
What is Kansky doing here in the middle of the night? Maybe I'm wrong, but I have a really bad feeling about him. I should definitely make sure he doesn't catch me. He probably hasn't forgotten the big bump on the back of his head yet. Finally, an answer to my question. I'm curious to see what my Irish colleague has found out.
Hi, Max. It took a little while, but the information you wanted wasn't so easy to get. It was a good thing you sent me the original letter. But I'll tell you more later. For starters, let's talk about the Irish company and the letterhead. This company used to belong to a man named Ken Morangi, and had something to do with plant fertilizer. The company was suddenly closed down, even though business was going pretty good. I unfortunately couldn't find out anything more about it either. Since then, Morangi lives like a hermit on a small island on the coast of Ireland. I've attached a map along with the mail. But now to an even more interesting story. I took a closer look at the letter you sent me. It isn't as empty as it looks at first glance. It apparently uses some kind of invisible ink. Not very imaginative, but it's apparently sufficient enough for people like you. Here are the contents of the letter. I hope you can understand it. Hello, Vladimir. Receive the documents. Copy is underway. We still have to settle the question of the handover. Ken, P.S. The whiskey is still waiting.
Wow, that sure does sound mysterious. Maybe this Morangi knows something that could help us. I'd better tell Nina. I wonder what she's doing right now. Hopefully she's doing okay. I'm really worried about her.
Damn. It is not my day today. First I sit with a bowel-sick psychopath in a train compartment, and now with a rabid dog. I've got to get out of here again quickly. As soon as we reach the next bigger village, they want to hand me over to the authorities. That would be the end of my search, and probably the end of me.
Dun dun. We made it through the train. Till next time.